Several stories in the game reference Ace's dishonesty. In a vignette he tries to convince Trey that he is helping him carry supplies from the school store in exchange for a slice of cherry tart. Trey is suspicious, but Ace insists, "You're looking at the very picture of innocence." After a long conversation it is revealed that Ace was actually trying to trick Trey into sharing information about an upcoming exam. He weaponizes this skill during Book 3 to help Jack and the other characters infiltrate a museum, distracting a guard by talking about how he has always admired merfolk society. This manner of deceit seems to be normal for Ace. During Phantom Bride, Grimm says that spouting off a bunch of stuff he doesn't believe is what Ace usually does. Ortho, however, confirms that Ace was telling the truth while lecturing Eliza. Ace insists he was not, possibly lying about lying. We also see Ace try to distract Riddle from the fact he is not studying for an upcoming quiz via card tricks, but the attempt fails. In his lab where Vignette Ace goes directly against Jamil's instructions to stay put, instead convincing Ruggie to allow him to help out with his mandrake selling operation. Ruggie boosts Ace's ego, saying, "Even a warthog can fly if you inflate its ego enough," and Ace gets into trouble, saved by Ruggie and Jamil, who help clean up his mess. Ace thanks them by stealing Ruggie's own mandrakes to sell to the ghosts, saying, "I thought I could get away with it while you guys were talking among yourselves." Jamil calls him incorrigible, and Ace says he will take it as a compliment. Jamil seems to have to put up with Ace's bad habits often, accusing him of stealing food off his plate when they eat together and calling him utterly shameless. Riddle seems well aware of Ace's underhandedness, accusing him of trying to steal Rook's idea for seducing Eliza during the Phantom Bride event. When Rook's plan is revealed to involve poetry, Ace admits that he couldn't steal it even if he wanted to. In addition to stealing, Deuce says that Ace cheats the entire time when they play card games, so it isn't fun at all. We see this in action in a vignette where Ace invites Jack to play cards at Hart's Labule and insists that they both go play wearing their ceremonial robes. Ace wins the game, claiming that it was all luck and insisting that Jack wash his robes, as the penalty for the loser of their game. Jack, however, realizes that Ace had been cheating the entire time with extra cards in the sleeve of his robe, and Ace is entirely unapologetic and unembarrassed, saying, simply, "Bah. Fine. You got me." Riddle assigns Ace the punishment of collecting and washing the robes of every single member of the dorm, with Jack following up to make sure he actually does the job. We also see Ace try to escape the toothbrushing required of him by the rules of Hart's Labule by Flattering Trey, who does not let him get away with it. Ace is particularly shameless during the Spectral Soiree event. He strikes up a conversation with Leona by asking him if he is afraid of anything, and their conversation is interrupted by Epel crying for help. They find Epel tied to a tombstone by Floyd, and Ace starts flattering Leona for taking immediate action. Leona responds, "You knew Floyd was gonna use someone as bait, didn't you?" And Ace confesses, "You were onto me." Leona reveals that Ace's, "Are you afraid of anything?" question gave him away at the start, saying, "You probably thought you'd be safe if you stuck close to me. You made a calculated choice to abandon Epel to his fate and use me as a shield. That was pretty shrewd." Ace thanks him for the compliment, saying to Leona that, "It's you and me from now on." Not long after, however, Ace reveals his true feelings about Leona when they meet up with a possessed Idia, saying, "He's acting like Leona. If we don't do something, we'll have to deal with two insufferably smug tough guy types." Leona is not amused and responds, "From now on, you're on your own," much to Epel's delight.